So what's going on guys, Kids here, and welcome back to a brand new video. For today I will show you the top 8 tips that you need to learn in Dragonheir Silent Gods. And just before we start, I want to clarify that yes, this video is sponsored, but I'm not getting paid for saying positive or negative things about the game. All that they said is just to give a try to this game and see if I like it. So this is a season-based game that is available on the PC through the Epic Game Store, Steam, Mac, iOS and Android. It's a brand new season and a span new game. And if you want to try out the new season because it feels like a brand new game, with a fresh start, new heroes and much more, then download the game right now using my link in the description. So, if this sounds interesting to you, then let's get right into it. So then let's move over to the first step, and I want to look into what are captain skills, and should you use them, and can you use multiple, and how do you select that one which you want. So basically, most of your heroes will have a captain aura. Like for example, if you look into any of your heroes, and they will have a captain aura, and right here on the side of the screen, you have the shield where it shows that they have a defensive captain aura, and you can easily click on it, and then you can see that you have different ones that you can pick for the fight. Some of the auras are not available for specific battles, for the simple fact that they're not working in dungeons. They might be for arena or they might be for something else. So you're going to have to click on one of these auras and pick the one that you want to use. If you have multiple ones available, then the game will automatically select the one that can be used. So right here you can see I have the book, I have the Enlightenment changing to the shield, and it gives me defense. So that's how the captain aura works in this game. So then as for the second tip, compared to the other games, Dragonheir is much more user friendly. And if you are interested in multiplayers and how they actually displayed them in game, then in Dragonheir it is very simple. So this makes it much easier for us to know if the hero is worth investing in. Regardless if he has AoE skills or anything like that, we are actually able to see what sort of damage they are dealing. So if you're going to click on one of their skills, for example, here it will show you that the hero will deal fire damage to the enemies within range. Most of the games don't display skills like this, and it doesn't really show you multipliers. So you're going to think that Dragonheir is like most other games, where you need to manually compare heroes and which one is better. But no, in this game, when you click on the details right here, it is going to show you the exact multipliers that you have on your hero. So in this case, it's 300% attack. The more attack I have on him, the more damage he will do. A lot of times people will be like, I don't know how to build this hero, or should I give him attack or defense? Because you're not clicking on the details, and this can make the whole process more confusing than it has to. What stats I need for this hero to deal damage you know by just clicking on the details, and you're able to see everything that you need. So then lastly, for example, we have the Hydraxa, and very awesome rare healer, and she has the skill that heals an ally and dispels one debuff from them. Now only if you would know that if you can click on the details, she can heal an ally by 150% of her attack and 1500% of Enlightenment. So it means that we need to have a lot of Enlightenment and we need to have an attack on her to get a massive heal with this skill. Then for number 3 tip, we will look into what does the Enlightenment do. So if you come right here at the top right corner where you can see the stats, you can just click on one of these stats and you're going to have everything described black on brown and black on white. And whatever the color is behind that HP, that is the damage a hero can take before being defeated. Attack affects the damage dealt by most heroes to direct attacks. So these are very simple things, but they will really give you a much better understanding of everything that is happening in Dragonheir, at least in the background, because some of these things are not explained while you're just joining in a fight or just starting this game. At the start, you're not gonna know that Enlightenment affects derivative damage or directly becomes coefficient of some skills by increasing their hero's derivative damage by 54%. So you won't know these things till you check it out. And as well, I recommend to look into the attack intervals, which is very important because they are the interval between the two basic attacks, and this will increase the attack speed by 7% of the current hero. Then moving over to the tip number 4. And you probably have a bunch of heroes on your account, and you might be going into a dungeon that could be recommending you to use a defensive heal reduction or decreased attack hero. And you're going to be like, well, I have 50 heroes, and how do I know which one of them is the best for decreased attack? How do I know which one is the best to bring for heal prohibition and etc. So the way you found out this is by going right here and click on this expand hero menu. This is very easy to do, but a lot of people don't do it. And then not only you can sort your heroes, but you have a filter for buffs and debuffs. If you click right here and for example I want to have heroes that do attack penalty, you can click on it and all those heroes are displayed. So this is going to make your life much easier, because you're going to be able to navigate in the game much better. And knowing all these little tips will really elevate your gameplay much higher compared to the other players. And then, just before we continue, let me quickly introduce you guys to the new Dragonheir Season 2. So the Season 2 Fall of the Crescent will officially launch on December 15, introducing new sandbox, new strategy, a new optimization experience, and from my personal opinion, it really feels like a brand new game. Players will be able to explore the mysterious islands of the Undercairn in a brand new sandbox mode. The waters situated in the southernmost Adentia are known as the Misty Sea, where the Sheen Elves, Wood Elves, and the Merfolk reside. Travelers will cruise around the Misty Sea, explore Undercairn to admire its landscapes, and go on an adventure with the Merfolk that preside in the ocean depths. As you navigate the underswell in the depths of the Misty Sea, you will encounter a new local quest, and even an ocean currents. Some local quests will have an ocean current that will make you lose control and sweep you to the destination of the current, so you will need to plan your route carefully to reach your destination. Then as well there will be ocean mysteries, which will make you encounter whales at the sea. If they swallow you, you will enter a small and undersea area with various resources and rare items, so watch out for them. Then next up we have the new heroes. So over 30 new heroes will be added in Season 2, among which are 17 legendary heroes. Then as well 3 schools of the damage dealing will be added, which are Burn, Thunderbolt, and the Ice Blast. New season means new gear and artifacts, so we will get 14 new artifacts, including 3 new exclusive artifacts, 9 legendary and 2 epics, with a lot of cool gear sets like the Abyssal Curse, the Emperor's Might gear set, and much more. Besides that, Season 2 will introduce new bosses, new elemental pairings, so now the elements will work together with Ice and Radiance, Fire with Necrosis, and Lightning with Poison. On top of all of this, players will be able to travel to the new areas by trying out the new puzzle gameplay to connect all teleport pillars. Then if you want to get the new heroes, you will want to check out the new summoning events, where you will get a chance to get only Season 2 heroes and so much more. On top of all of this, there is a new strategy to develop your new team to conquer the sea. There's also new optimization experience, which includes smoother early game, faster growth, and seasonal benefits like the Fort Faring Summons, which is an in-game event, then Season 1 reward shop, and Season 2 exclusive summon pool. So then moving over to the next step, and you are going to encounter different things on the map that you might not be able to complete at that specific moment in time. You might be busy completing some missions and you don't want to stop from doing that. So for example, I have this tower defense, and now at the moment I'm going to engage with the tower defense, and I might not be able to beat it because I don't have enough damage dealers for this specific content. So what you want to do is click on the map, and basically you can mark different objectives on the map. Like for example, let's say right here is a treasure that I'm going to want to uncover at some point. So what I'm going to do is create a label, and I know that I need to go back to that place in the future whenever I can to collect my treasure. And you can have different things on the map all over the place. So what you want to do is just mark the things that you need. There are different things that need to be marked, so for you not to forget about them, this needs to be done, because in the future, you're going to find a lot of random characters sitting around, and when you interact with them, you have the option, for example, to challenge them, and some of them might be very high level, like level 120, and you're not going to be able to defeat them just yet, so you can just give them a mark and come back for them later. Then for number 6 step, we will look into vendors. They will sell you some maps that you will just uncover different areas on the world map, or they will sell you treasure maps. So make sure you're purchasing the treasure maps, and of course make sure you're using them. For example, if you're gonna click on this one in the Crimson Crown treasure map, and you can just read it, and it's going to your mark to the spot on where the location is with the treasure guy. So you can go on an adventure to find the treasure, and by checking the spot you can just uncover it like that. And from this you can get some gems, some affinity materials and much more. And then that brings me to the tip number 7. So if you head over to the physique core, you're going to have the elemental affinity. This is actually the thing that will unlock extra additional stats. When you're completing a team with an elemental affinity bonus, that is when it will come into play. So you're going to start with HP, that is going to be very first thing. And you're going to go for the res, defense, attack, and then the other things that most people will just probably jump into and just throw them everywhere randomly. This is almost like a mastery tree, sort of, and you're going to pick damage, you're going to pick survivability in some cases, and then the main thing that you need to keep in mind is to do for the teams that you're using. So if you're planning to build a Frost and Necrosis team, make sure that that's the first thing, that you're actually targeting Frost and Necrotic. Don't spread all of your stuff randomly, but try to focus on 2 elements at a time. To be honest, just do some of the ones that you're using, and then try to move to the next level and maximize all the stats on your initial team, because that is what actually will make your team stronger. And then for the last and final tip, we will look into the Alliance shop. Now again, here you're going to have quite a few different things that you want to purchase, and you might be tempted by quite a few of them, but the one thing that needs to be your priority in the Alliance shop is the Essence of Creation. Now I would suggest you to save all of your Alliance silver, because you know that your Alliance will slowly rank up, and even though you can only purchase this once a week, you're going to unlock more and more and more of it. The main thing that you want to purchase from here will be the Essence of Creation, and of course once you're going to be able to get a rare or pack, which will give you better stuff, even legendary or epic, but this one will give you rares, so there's no point to purchase it. And then finally, when you got all the legendaries and epics, then you can focus on legendaries or packs, but it's only at Alliance level 10, and that's about it. So with that said, I really do appreciate everyone for watching guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions, feedback or other video ideas like hero guides or beginner tutorials that you would like to see for Dragonheir Silent Gods in the next video, then feel free to leave your comments in the comment section down below. I want to thank again this video sponsor Dragonheir, and don't forget guys to click the link in the description box to download the game and play it for free, because the game is just about to get a fresh start with new storylines, smoother gameplay, faster growth, new heroes and much more, so you definitely want to try this game out. It's a brand new season and a span new game, and don't forget guys to redeem this limited time gift code for awesome rewards. And if you found this video helpful, then please leave a like, subscribe and enable that notification bell, so this way you could support the channel and not miss any more upcoming content. With that said, you have an amazing day and I will see you in my next video, so take it easy, peace.